My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 18, titled Izuku Midori and Tomura Shigaraki, is a great bookend to the Paranormal Liberation War. Or I guess the official name of that arc, isn't it All Out War Arc? Well, I guess I'll leave it to you. Which name do you think is better? Comment down below. It's a great bookend, but the Endeavor interlude, I guess, where does the war arc actually end? But I guess this is the end of this arc, because the next arc, now officially called the Dark Hero arc, not Villain Hunt, starts from next episode. So it's a great episode. Let's go over it. It's finally great to see all the colored designs of the past users of One for All. I'm most surprised by N, the sixth user. Yeah, the sixth user. I didn't know his jacket would be red. Like, I'm liking his color design. I always thought it was blue. Then in the next core preview, we saw that Smokescreen is purple. The anime is choosing some crazy colors for him, and I like it. Also, Hikage's design green. I think we all guessed that. But then the second and third user wearing similar uniforms. I guess the revolution back in the day. Those are the uniforms. Well, the new VAs for them too are great. They sound how you think they'd sound, and especially N might be, apart from Deku, sounds like the youngest user of One for All, and they all die pretty young, so the new VAs are great. And the room they're in, okay, I don't know if the anime has shown it here. I think they have. That's where All for One kept Yoichi in, so it's ironic. I guess that's when, we don't know when, even in the manga, where this guy where he passed this quirk to the second user. So it's technically where One for All was born, maybe not literally, but sure. Then the vestiges can now communicate with each other, because I guess 4 months ago, that should be in the timeline, that should be during the joint training arc. Yeah, where Deku got Black Wave, the quirk passed the singularity, I guess, around that period. It should be around joint training. Then when during the war, when Shigi actually had contact with Deku, and so All for One pulled out the users like as a defense mechanism. The One for All brought out users to defend themselves against All for One and Shigaraki. So now all of them can interact, but how much can they see through Deku? Like, is this a breach of privacy? Like, Nana later in the episode says, we can sense your emotions, so can they see? Banjo says they will keep Deku's pride, they will leave his private business, but that means they can interfere, and that's weird. That is very weird. Like, can Deku just shut them up, or yeah? But it's really nice to see the relationships between each of the users. Like, I wish we saw N and Nana talk, because N gave Nana One for All, right, 6th and 7th, but we didn't see them interact. We see the relationship between the 4th, 5th, and 6th. I guess N was Banjo's junior. Like, they see like a master-student relationship, so I wonder how it was back then. I think my favorite relationship amongst the users is between Hikage and Banjo. They seem so, I really want to see how they met. I don't know, like, since we have no movies fit in the timeline, they can give us prequels. So Nana and All Might, please give us a prequel movie on that, or chapter, or of course she doesn't have to draw it, or anything prequel. We really, unless they want to give us a Dark Deku movie, and I won't complain, I'm all for that. But it's really nice seeing all the users interact. We'll see more of it in the next arc. How Hikage, how he died. So apart from All Might, Hikage was the longest living user of One for All, and he died because he had a quirk. So people aren't built to have multiple quirks, and One for All is just not a regular quirk. So he died due to old age at the age of 40. That's crazy. So this reveals that Deku is the possibly, like, quote unquote might be the last user of One for All, and it did okay. So All Might's lifespan hasn't been touched by One for All, I guess, because for him it was his quirk. But now that all the other quirks are now active, has Deku's lifespan been affected? We don't know. Like, will Deku live a long life? Because okay, technically, okay, he's holding multiple quirks. So how is that work? Like, will Deku die very young? Oh nah, or is it like a hard drive situation where Deku One for All is like the hard drive and it's not like on Deku itself, so Deku can access the quirks. Very weird. I think. Comment down below what you think about that. Then how does All Might's vestige work? He's still alive, but he can communicate. They probably explained this while I wasn't paying attention, but how All Might's vestige work is very confusing. Like, he's there and he's not dead. He doesn't have a quirk factor, so it's All Might's consciousness that's there, and All Might vestige has been telling them things. So can they see through both Deku and All Might, or the only link to the outside world is what vestige All Might tells them and what they see through Deku? Very weird, very weird, very weird. And All Might had the quirk for 40 plus years. Obviously, he made it the strongest. Like, One for All is this strong because of All Might. But the OVA, like now, straight off the bat, was All Might's OVA, One for All, stronger than Nana's, because they said, he doesn't have a quirk, so One for All could fill off more of his vessel. Nana had a quirk, so she couldn't fill that much. And All Might could do 100% straight from the get-go, so was All Might stronger than Nana, like, from the get-go, or okay, obviously he won't win in a fight because of experience, but that's interesting to think about. One for All can't be passed anymore. Like, yeah, if Deku lasts even half as long as All Might and he gives it to somebody else, they would die like within a month. Like, I'm pretty sure if they even showed it in this episode, like if the past wielders could have communicated with the wielders sooner, the whole debacle Night Eye wouldn't have happened, because they know if they gave Mirio the quirk, nigga would have died like in 2 years or within the year. And if Bakugo kept the quirk, he would have died like the very next arc. So, and quirkless people are getting more and more rare, so yeah, but like how it's manga spoilers. I bet you can skip like 20 seconds from what I'm about to say, but I don't think the popular theory of Deku can manifest All for One technically. If you want to hear that video, comment down below again, like and subscribe to. But if Deku manifests All for One, I guess he can take your quirk and give you One for All, but how will that work anyways? And that's just by the way. One for All. So One for All can't be stolen because of the strong wiggles of the past users. So that means if you have a strong enough will, can they not take your quirk? Can All for One not take your quirk? Or is One for All just unique in that regard? So it can't be taken because of the consciousness, the amount of consciousness in that quirk. One for All really bends the power system of My Hero, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Then we come into the main question of the episode: can Deku kill Shigaraki, who determines between life or death? Nana asks him this question, and ironic the timing of this chapter, this episode with the manga, because spoiler alert, we are about to see what Deku chooses. Because who decides if you're irredeemable or not? Like, All for One, no one is trying to save All for One. Everybody's trying to kill that nigga. So who decides if you live or die? So Shigaraki's hatred comes from like an understandable place. All for One doesn't. So I guess what determines between life or death is understanding. MHA's theme in that regard is very similar to Naruto with pain, because Pain killed all these people, but Naruto wouldn't hate him because he understood. So same with Deku. So Deku is in a similar situation to Naruto in the Pain arc. So Deku's answer is he doesn't know. If saving him means killing him, I guess Deku will kill him, but he will try and make Shigaraki know that he understands too and he wants to change the hero system, because Deku, gentle was the test. Like Deku can, if he we had in the flashback, if Deku understood these villains, maybe fighting them wouldn't be an option, and maybe fighting them would be an option, because it's only through conflict you can really understand. Again, borrowing a lot from Naruto. So Deku gives Nana his answer like, I don't know what I'll do specifically, but I want to save that boy within. So how is Gran Torino still alive? It's not fair. It's not fair to Night Eye. Night Eye got impaled once and died. Like, did they not give him the Mario Hospital? How is Gran Torino still alive? Now, my copium is that he died after he gives Deku the cape. He died. Like, that's my copium. Next episode, please, like, let the anime imply more that he died, because I can't. Somebody comparable to USJ or the normal one, USJ All Might, like, punched a donut in him and he lives. How is this old man? This old man refuses to die. I think this guy, Gran Torino, deserves an award. He's been through how many all-for-one fights against Nana? All Might. Was he there with the first Prime All Might fight? He was there in Kamino, and he was there with Shigaraki. He refuses to die. No, he needs to be dead. Okay, then after. Okay, Yoichi asks the second and third user to pitch into the conversation because they're just at the back of the room staring to the wall because they don't like Deku's answer. That's crazy. But we'll see in future episodes that we didn't see the full conversation there. Deku woke up. Both manga and anime skipped the rest of the conversation, then explained it later. But before that, All Might explains one for all to the top 3 heroes, Endeavor, Hawks, and Best Genius, because the point of hiding their secret was to not draw too much attention, but Hero Society is at a point where that we're beyond that now. At least the top 3 heroes deserve to know, and this is where Endeavor knows that he not that guy. Deku is the real number 1 because he couldn't do shit against Shigaraki, but Endeavor is still the second best character in MHA. The conference. Did Endeavor explain everything, like everything he did to his family, like all the horrible shit he did? I doubt, like, maybe he implied it, but damn, yeah, like a Hawaii Toya is a villain, but like that would come to bite him later on. What is up with Best Genius' neck? Why is his neck built like that? Yeah, I don't know why Hawks had to explain. He had no other choice but to kill twice or everybody will be dead. Imagine like 400 Shigarakis going around, everybody will be dead if Hawks didn't kill twice. So it's good. Heroes are now scarce and all the civilians are going to the shelters. Going to the hero academies for shelter. Like shit has gone south in Japan. Then at the end of the episode, the end of the paranormal all-out war arc. Which name do you like? All-out war arc is easier to say, but paranormal liberation war arc sounds more raw. So Deku leaves UA, gives all his classmates letters. Did Deku write those letters in super speed? Or did he just... No, I doubt he gave anyone to class 1A, but... No, Aizawa he wouldn't give a letter. Aizawa is out there, so he wrote everybody individual, or like some letters. Like, did he just copy and paste? Like, what would he have to say to Mineta? Like, maybe Bakugo, Ida, Shoto, Uraraka, maybe Kirishima and Froppy if you're pushing it. he has things to say, but the rest of them, like, yeah. Not all the relationships was on screen, but yeah, Deku leaves. And this, I don't know, between this or the Deku in the final arc, I don't know which Deku is the rawest looking. Maybe like full on dark Deku, because this is still vigilante Deku. Do we have like a demarcation between this version of Deku and the demon looking Deku later on? Because maybe that demon is still like the rawest looking version of Deku, but from right now, all of Deku's designs become peak. Like for the longest time, I think Bakugo had the coolest looking costume in the class, but now no more. Deku has the rawest looking costume in the class. Then the callback to the first episode, a huge villain, a giant villain in the shots. That shot of Deku looking over, it looks weird in the anime. I prefer it in the opening, if maybe in the manga too. So. And the infamous blue sky, but I understand it's just to show a contrast, but I feel like they could have done better. I'm not an animator, I'm not an artist, but it feels weird. And we know who's causing trouble down there from the next episode preview, Muscular. And dare I say that next episode, the next call looks peak. Now we need to gather a prayer circle and hope. My one hope is they add to the villain hunt arc. Out of any arc in MHA, this is the arc that needs the most, like, not fill up but fluff. Like, let us see Deku's, all the manga missed out was Deku's in like reflection, like more Deku's mental state, and show us, like, we only get panels in manga will show Deku beating the shit out of villains. Like, the amount of experience he gets in this arc. Once everything settles down and goes back to UA, you might as well give him the certificate, because he has nothing more to learn. He's been fighting people for days. But I'm hyped. They better not let us down. I'm hyped. The next episode looks raw as hell. Smoke screen again being purple. An interesting choice, a crazy choice, but there I say I love it. I love that choice. Well, till next time. If you liked the discussion, like the review, like and subscribe for more.